Hey, this is the Stronghold Digital Mining Daily Update. Today's Monday, July 3rd, 2023. This is the first update, the first trading day in Q3 2023. So it is the beginning of the third quarter. The second quarter has officially ended. I'm anticipating that perhaps at some point this week we might get a press release that summarizes what our June 2023 Bitcoin production numbers might have been, and perhaps more importantly, a press release that could conceivably give us a bit of an update as to what our actual internal hash rate happens to be. I've gone on the record as speculating it's probably somewhere in the vicinity of 3.6. We'll see whether or not that is true. Okay, let's pull up today's slide. So this is a 72-hour average for PJM Penelec and PJM PP&L, $29.59 for PJM Penelec. So over the past 72 hours, that has been the grid average price. That's where Scrubgrass is located. Over on the eastern side of the state of Pennsylvania, PJM PP&L, $27.58. So again, that's a 3-day average, 72-hour average, basically. Bitcoin priced in dollars per megawatt hour, $86.50. Not that bad. In fact, in many ways, that's a phenomenal number because some of our newer mining equipment is going to be doing a lot better than that. This is just based on our presumed fleet-wide average at Stronghold Digital Mining. But again, that number is exceptional. It's a good number. It's not bad. I'll take it. The spot price of Bitcoin, $30,629. Again, a 3-day average. That's been pretty much holding steady. The network hash rate has been going up and down quite a bit. The average for the 3 days is 397. Back to me, please. So the real action, perhaps, today was in the stock market. A somewhat shortened trading session, right? Markets here in the United States closed at about 1 o'clock Eastern time. But Stronghold Digital Mining managed to close up 22%. It's awesome to say that. We closed up 22%. But you know what? We were not alone. The entire Bitcoin mining ecosystem, publicly traded Bitcoin mining ecosystem, really did exceptionally well. I was just taking a look at some of the numbers, and I'm very impressed. And I'll tell you what, we were essentially the top performing company amongst the something like, 12 companies that I follow. There was only one company, at least on my list, that had a better day than us. I'll tell you something, though. In the grand scheme of things, we were due a day like today. I mean, it seems like we've been living in a bit of a twilight zone where our stock just kind of continued to drift downward. And I understand that there comes a point where you're like, man, like, are we going to have to do another reverse stock split at some point? Like, what's going on here? So needless to say, I mean, I'm just grateful that we're seeing this type of uptick. Now, why exactly is this happening? I don't know. I mean, it would be disingenuous for me to say, yes, let me tell you specifically why it seems like every company in the Bitcoin mining ecosystem was up today. I don't really know. What I do know, however, is, as I've alluded to before, there are sometimes these mysterious forces, be they algorithms, be they, I don't know, some sort of force that somehow exists in the financial markets that will cause an entire sector of stocks to go up, or it'll cause those stocks to go down. Hey, look, from our perspective as co-owners, as shareholders of Stronghold Digital Mining, I think it's awesome to be able to go into the July 4th holiday. Of course, here in the United States, tomorrow is an official federal holiday. It's kind of great to go into that holiday with a 22% bump in the stock price today. So let's all collectively, and I'm thinking too, look, we have a very international shareholder base. That's something that is so amazing, really, because you think about a company whose story is largely a Pennsylvania story, but because of our connection to Bitcoin, it kind of broadens, right, the number of people who may have heard of Stronghold. So although it may not be a holiday in Europe or elsewhere, let's all at least collectively celebrate the fact that it seems as if, though, not just Stronghold Digital Mining, but perhaps the entire publicly traded Bitcoin mining ecosystem is starting to, perhaps, I don't want to jinx anything, maybe we're starting to get a bit of fuel. Listen, our stock should be at a minimum at $10, probably closer to $30, really, a share. So, I mean, yes, I'm excited, but I also recognize we have a very, very, very long way to go. So one day at a time, let's stay positive, let's be great, and we'll see each other again, perhaps not tomorrow, but on Wednesday. See you then.